Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many recordings available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In this session, we'll be showing you how to measure corners, whether it be a fillet, internal sharp corner, external sharp corners. We'll be showing you how to do that in this session. What I'd like to do here is to measure the following. These corners over here, this external fillet here, and this internal fillet over here, this corner over here, internal, and then this external as well. In addition, we'll be showing you how to measure a part, which is a boss, but it's not parallel to X or Y. We'll start by creating a new operation of boss, and in this particular case, we'll choose the option of external arc. As shown over here, this is the geometry we have to choose. I'll click on New and choose this edge over here as my geometry and accept that. I'll choose my probe tool, which I have in my list over here, and now we'll go to Tech 1. We'll open up our preview, and as you can see, we can see exactly what's happening over here. First, I'll take it down to this particular level over here, and let's put it at minus 30. Number of touch points, as you can see over here, right now we're touching on 3 different points, but if I were to click here, I can move this, have it 4, 5, 6, whichever amount I want. Let's just leave it at 4 points for now. And now we have our move start point and move end point. If I want to move this closer towards this edge, I simply click in that area, and you can see this side over here is moving, as shown over there, and I can have the other side move as well over here. Again, we have our modify geometry if necessary, and that's all I need to do. We'll do save and calculate, and now I want to go and measure this internal fillet over there. We'll do save and calculate, and this time we'll choose the option of internal arc. We'll create my new geometry. As shown over here, we have to choose this internal arc over here, and I'll choose this edge over here. We'll accept that. We already have our tool, so I'll go immediately down to Tech 1 and open up my preview as shown over here. Again, the amount of touch points, how far down. Let's put this at minus 30. You can see it goes down minus 30. And again, I can play with these parameters as necessary. Now I want to do these corners over here. So I'll do save and calculate, and then do save and copy. This time I'll choose the option of external corner. If I choose external corner, you see that I have to choose an external corner as shown over here. We'll click on New, and I'll click on this corner as well as that over there. The tool stays the same, and in our technology area, we'll again open up our preview window. I'll open up my preview, and we can see the preview over here. Again, I'll bring it down to a level of minus 30, and you can see it going down to a level of minus 30 as shown over here. Now, let's take a look at it from the top. If we take a look from the top, you can see exactly what's happening over here. First of all, I can go into my distance over here and change this to move it further away, as shown over here, and the same thing in my Y direction to move it further away. But now we also have here another field. I can open up a second touch point. If I click on this window over here and click over here, you'll see I can open up a second touch point, and it'll touch this actually on this side here as well. If I want to go on the other side as well over here, same thing. Just keep on doing it that way. We have our second touch point, move it out, and there, now we have it touching off twice on this side and twice on that side. Okay, we'll do save and calculate, and do save and copy. Now, in this particular case, what I'd like to do is actually measure now this inside area over here, this corner over here. So we'll choose, in this particular case, the internal corner. In our geometry, as shown over here, choosing the internal corner, we'll start with New. And I can click over here, here, and here, even though I really don't need the arc itself. And again, I'll just go down to my Tech 1 area. If I use the preview, we can light that up, bring this down to -30, as shown over here. And as far as my distance goes, I can light this area up and change this here as well, shown over here. Let's do save and calculate. And now I'd like to actually measure this boss, which is not parallel to either the X or Y area. So I'll do save and copy. And I'll choose my option of boss. I'll choose my new geometry, which is this area outside over here. I already have a tool. Let's go into Tech 1 and open up my preview. I'll have it measure along the X and Y, and as you see, it automatically goes to the proper sides as far as the right angle for this particular part without me even having to tell it what angle I need. Over here, I'll just put the actual Z level that I need, let's say at -30, and I'm all set. All I have to do now is do save and calculate. And now let's run simulation on all 5 of these operations from here till here. We'll run our simulation using the option of Solid Verify to do the simulation itself. And now let's zoom in to this area. We'll start off slowly and let it take its course, moving and working on this area over here, those arcs, then this internal arc over here, this corner over there, and now along the boss on each side. Now, let's go back for a moment and just do our simulation on the very first corner over here. Now, note what happens when I do the simulation. We'll zoom into that corner, and I'll do this one step at a time. You'll see that the probe comes down, touches the corner, goes up, and then moves back to the center of the arc. Then moves out again and back over there. Now, this is in accordance to the way that particular probe can work. There are probes that only can work that way. But there are other probes that can also work where it doesn't have to go back to the center. So that is actually controlled in our machine ID. If I were to go into my machine ID and go into the area where we have our controller, I will add at the end of the controller the following: minus and T N C in big letters. We'll just save it. And now we run our simulation on that particular operation over there. You'll see this time when it goes down, it goes straight back up and does not go back to the center as it did before.
For more recordings on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website www.solidcam.com and look for the tab of SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.